Hi everyone, it's Daniel Chin, the author of The Manifested Millionaire. Now, when I really think about the book, it really is starting to become a life changer because I have had a few people who have called me in the past a few days and also the past few weeks. And yesterday I received a call from another client of Chin Properties Management. And we started talking, and then she spoke about her daughter, right, 23 years old, is looking to buy her first property. And she, is trying to figure out how to do so, whether, getting financial support from the parents or not. And of course, the parents, would love the children to do it all on their own. So then I told her my story, how I started. And in one of the chapters in the book, which was called Taking Risk, a lot of them, when I bought the first property at age 23 for 167,000, and all of the, challenges or obstacles that I've been through, and and of course achieved it because I really believed it was possible. And then, it was very inspiring, and I mentioned to her another story that I had another person who had read the book, and after she read the book, she was really wowed with all the principles, and she said she got to give it to her son to read it, to really motivate him, to really get up off his bum and start working. And and of course every parent wants their children to do the same, right? You can't, the children can't just have it handed to them. They have to really work hard to obtain anything in life. And I think it's very inspiring, when you can actually achieve your goals if you set your goals. So with every person that I have spoken to, I always say, what is your 5-year goal, or what's your 5-year plan? Over the next 5 years, do you plan on getting married? Do you plan on proposing to your lovely significant other? Do you plan on starting a family? Do you plan on buying the first home or having the first child? And then you work backwards from there. And you actually write it down on what you're going to do and what work you're going to do to actually get closer to achieving those goals. And it's that simple. But of course, it's not easy because it requires a lot of work. And sometimes, short-term pain or short-term sacrifice in order to achieve those wonderful things, such as buying your first home. So it is possible. And I can tell you, for example, I have another good friend. He's another business owner, and he was able to purchase his first property at age 22. But he started working very hard since he was 13 years old, building his business into a very much bigger type of business in the real estate services, and was able to buy his first home after he heard about my story and what I did. And of course, he's a very good friend of mine, and he's very, very successful as well. And I can tell you many stories, like in the past few weeks, I had another friend who's a doctor, and he just purchased his first property. He closed that just a few days ago. And of course, he's on his way he already mapped out what his 5-year goal is, and he's on his way to really starting his career, his family, his life. And he has his head on, and he's focused, very determined, and things like that is what you need to be very successful. And any millennial who's looking to buy their first property, they can actually do it. It's very simple. If you are making, let's just say, $4,000 a month, and I see this many times already before. If you're making about $4,000 a month, let's say, right, net, after you make sure the government gets their taxes, and you save half of your paycheck. This is just an example. It could be different for everyone's circumstances. But if you save half your paycheck in about a year, you would save about 25,000, let's say. In about 2 years, you save about 50,000, let's say. And that's about a 10% down payment on about a $500,000 property, right? Let's say if you save about 1,000 a month, in about 1 year, 12 months later, you save about 12,000. in about 2 years, you save about 25,000. And if you have another significant other who has equivalent income, right, then there you go. There's your 10% down payment, if not probably 20% down payment on a $500,000 property. So it is achievable. I mean, it is difficult. You know, I've heard many times the millennials, it's so hard, prices are so expensive. But more importantly, it is a shift in in how you're thinking. If you're thinking, oh, you could never afford, you could never buy, and how things are getting much harder, then that's you know, how life would be. But I think you can really achieve the goal of buying your first home sooner than you think. But you have to map out the plan, and you have to actually write it down so you would know where it is you're really going, so you can achieve those goals. So that's, you know, what I would like to say today. You know, to emphasize again the importance of the setting goals. And it really does, I gotta say, I'm starting to think this book really helps everyone to achieve their goals. If you are, you know, planning to start a family, you're planning to have children, or you're even trying to, you know, like you're a millennial trying to buy your first home, this is the answer, you know, from the feedback what I'm receiving. And anything is achievable, but you got to write it down and you got to set your goals. And that's all, you know, I'd like to say today. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope you will tune into the next video. And if you like this video, just like or subscribe or comment anywhere where it's posted on social media. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.